what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that me post frequently, okay? And y'all watch frequently every time. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping. We doing the Dougie, y'all, into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. I just did Playboys Las Vegas episode 1, and it was definitely a good episode. I ain't gonna lie, BTA. Loved it here. Duh. So, make sure y'all go to my Patreon, link in the description. Go over there and watch that. I also put up a clean sweep. And as y'all know, I'm also doing Baddies West. I'm like on the last episodes of that. I'm doing Valley Girls Season 3 and Playboys Las Vegas Season 1. So go over there, check all those out. Check them out. It's no more intro video because sooner, I'm going to make a new one. And I'm tired of seeing that one. So, yeah, I'm going to do something different. So, right now, we just not going to have that. And that's just that on that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Because I feel like that one has been used up. I'm tired of seeing it. Anyway, let's move into today's video. So, I told y'all on Dollhouse, the last episode I reviewed, that I was going to give y'all a reaction to the new trailer that they had. If you're under a rock or you're not keeping up with Now That's TV, understandable, but I keep up for you so you don't have to keep up. Simple. Now, when the first trailer came out, Isaiah and a few more people was not liking the trailer. They felt some type of way. They felt like it should have been another editor who was on vacation at the time do the trailer. They was very irritated behind that trailer. Now, I guess he came back from vacation. He put some things together, some phase that we seen and a lot that we haven't seen. And, he made it Now That's TV style. I definitely will say that. He absolutely made it Now That's TV style. I think one reason why, we were all very confused behind Dollhouse in the beginning was because of the trailer. Truly. I feel like the trailer made it seem as though the girls were doing like coming together. They were giving us their struggles or, the downsides of transitioning. And it didn't seem like the fades were the forefront. It gave the fades were, in the back. If they needed to be caught, they were caught. But it seemed as though with the trailer, everybody came in on good energy. Nobody had beef. It was no type of group chat beef or anything. It was just like we got into it. Then we seen the first episode. They suited and booted. Now that's TV style. We were like, hold on, Holiday. In my Joyce voice. Hold on, Holiday. What's going on here? And we were looking crazy because we thinking it was giving sisterhood, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, and it held fine. We were all in shock. We were in shock. We didn't see this coming. We were not ready. Okay, we were not ready at all. We were not ready, Sway. We were not ready. So, we came in very confused because we thought, because mind you too, I will say we seen BBO, so we definitely were thinking, oh, okay, they trying to switch it up a little bit with BBO, so they might have been making changes to their new shows as well. And then they said, psych, gotcha, bitch, and it wasn't that. So that's number one. I feel like the trailer definitely led us in the wrong direction or gave us the wrong image of what the show was going to be about. Definitely did not give us the right narrative. The people in the trailer did not follow that narrative whatsoever. So that was like a big one. I also feel as though they dropped the ball when it came to the first episode. And then, you know, the second episode, because once again, the trailer had gave us, like, this is wholesome. It's going behind the scenes of the girl's life. And, you know, we were getting to know them as people more so than catching fades. So when the first episode came out and that's all they was doing was catching fades, now this TV style, we was like, huh? We were all confused. Then, you know, they put it out, the first episode extended. And I didn't go back and watch the extended. I had already did my review. I had 1,001 more reviews. Baby, I wasn't finna go back and watch it now. At that point, I didn't care. You know, so I definitely feel like they continuously had dropped the ball to me. And not only that, the storylines in the beginning was everywhere. Very much so everywhere. Until about the fourth episode when we got like concrete. Joyce and Makayla allegedly go together. And Makayla is security for Joyce. And Makayla is going to run all Joyce's fades. I feel as though that storyline should have been portrayed first episode. I think, and mind you, I'm not no editor, so I've never done a storyboard or anything like that, but this is my channel and I'm giving my opinion on how I feel as though they can move forward and do better next time. I definitely feel as though early on, the first episode, that should have been established who Makayla was to Joyce and why Makayla was there. That should have been established day one. I feel as though when it came to Shyla, immediately they didn't have to do much to establish that Shyla probably was going to be gone. They did not. So when eliminations came, it made more than enough sense to get her up out of here. And besides personality, the bob had bobbed and weaved its way out the door as soon as she stepped in the house, you know. So I definitely feel as though that was a storyline that ate immediately. They made it very clear, you know, she was the duck out of all the gooses. But again, like I said, when it came to Makayla, again, early on, I feel as though if they would have let it be known that, hey, Makayla is Joyce's bodyguard, that would have made more sense. And the fact that the girls really didn't like Joyce early on would have made a lot of more sense. You know, it really just gave random girls want to catch random fades. Even though Jalani, I will say, first day, Jalani was putting it on the floor why, you know, like why she was doing what she was doing. I feel like first day, Jalani was setting the tone that she was going to be the big bad wolf. And it was giving psych, gotcha, bitch. Because she really wasn't the big bad wolf of the show. It really was Makayla. So I definitely feel as though those were the balls that were dropped for these past episodes and with the trailer. Now, the new trailer, it is giving full on, now that's TV. The new trailer is giving now that's TV all the way. So whoever edited this, in my opinion, just keep him as the editor of the trailers. Because either he had been there longer or, you know, he understands storyline a little better or he understands the way Now That's TV moves and, you know, he can give you the Now That's TV trailer. I feel as though immediately when I seen this trailer, it gave Now That's TV. It absolutely gave Now That's TV from the beginning to the end. With the other one, it gave something else. It didn't give Now That's TV in the beginning. Maybe in the middle, but in the beginning, it gave more like Hallmark Lifetime. Maybe MTV on Thursdays, you know? So I definitely feel like the new trailer was like, okay, now that's TV. Like, you know, that's that. Boom. Jaybiez. Hilarious. Can't wait to see her come. Hilarious. Hi, Savannah, got you. Pookie, you're next. Girl, that took me. I said a star in the making. A star in the making. Already a star. I don't really know much about her background, but ate that up. I know when they do they little bingo lives and stuff, she be on there reading. She be on there saying what need to be said. Like, she gonna tell it. Yeah. She ate. I'm excited to see her come on there. Very much so. I'm excited to see her. I'm also excited to see the other lady. I do not know her name, and I really don't want to butcher it. Y'all know I'm not good with names at all. I'm not a name girly. I'm not a name girl. Unless you say it out your mouth, and even when you say it out your mouth, I'm probably going to still get it wrong and say something else. But it started with a K, Ka, something like that. I don't want to butcher it. But when she hit her Duke and said, this ain't pads, girl, I almost threw my phone. Ate that up. Now she fights Barbie. Tired of the pain. I'm tired of Barbie. I'm so tired of Barbie. Barbie, to me, for her to be an OG, she has like lived in the background. As much as she tried to come to the front, when I say living rent-free in the background, living rent-free. Her and Kenzie. Don't believe their antics are working on this show, in my opinion. It's very much giving antics. Yeah, that's the word I have for them. And the only reason why I say it's giving antics is because the new girls, most, not all, are giving more personality. So, we're used to seeing, again, Barbie with her little antics, Kenzie, I'm better than, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. Joyce being Joyce, giving or whatever. And, now that they're on a show with women more so like them, it's hard for y'all to stay relevant when y'all used to just doing much of nothing, in my opinion, but making us laugh. But it's people that's making us laugh even more. So I definitely feel as though because they're OGs, they are definitely giving background. Now, when it comes to Savannah, Savannah don't do too much. Savannah, don't mind being in the background. She gonna get out there. She gonna fade when she need to fade. But Savannah never really been on, I need the attention so bad. She's never really been seeking attention like that, in my opinion. Like, of course, everybody want their camera time, but Savannah is not fiending for camera time. It's just like she gonna do her shit and then she gonna move on. Now, Persuasion. For Persuasion to have been gone so long, Persuasion is definitely the show. Definitely. I didn't like the fact, how she was just like, yep, I can go home. I really ain't care for that. But besides that, Persuasion has been the show. Out of all the OGs, her and Joyce have been carrying the show as OGs. Now with the new trailer, they start off showing us this dating, girl, the speed dating. I was over it already. I'm so tired of them showing us this. Duke and Joyce supposed to get into it. Now, child, it was Now That's TV putting a little clip of Ant, and they was just like, no, not Ant. We do not want Ant. None of the T-girlies wanted Ant at all. Everybody was like, yeah, I can go without him. He definitely was not picked at all. Nobody wanted him. Nobody needed that. But anyways, I'm kind of tired of them showing this, but that's how they really started the trailer off, with Duke doing the most, him and Joyce going back and forth. We then end up seeing our star who hits that booty and says that's not pads, whose name I can't pronounce and I'm not trying to butcher. See her, they start the trailer off letting it be known, she finna come in and she finna do her thing. Apparently she's up there with Sydney when it comes to just being an OGT girl. So I do love they are bringing her in. Now, I remember when they was filming Dollhouse and Kenzie just kept coming to the internet talking about, gotcha, bitch. Kenzie making it seem like she really was a show. Girl, boo, girl, please. I remember the woman who hit her butt and said, these ain't past, Joyce can't do this. The bleeding, the bleeding. I don't know who she faded. I think it was Michaela. But a fade was had. She was like, I'm going to give you that. You got to, got that. Because it was a mess, okay? It was drip, drop, drip. My heart used to be everywhere. Now, the part I'm waiting on is the podcast with Armand. If I'm not waiting for nothing else, I'm waiting on the podcast with Armand. Everybody know I love me some Armand. Love me some Armand. Armand is hilarious. Hilarious. Love his work. Like, very much an icon. Love his work. Work ethic is amazing. But I definitely want to see what it gives with Armand. I very much so want to see what it gives with him. When I seen Sapphire, immediately started going to sleep. Immediately, I started going to bed. I'm like, y'all already tried that. Y'all did that early on, and we was confused, and we was like, please, let's not bring it back and bring her, and why can't we get along? We're supposed to love on each other. Faith. London is finally talking. London on the show, better on mute. London on bingo, better on loud. Volume on the highest. Like, London on bingo, eats. London on the show, could have kept her at home. Jayla finally started speaking. That's one person that I told y'all could have went home instead of Shyla. Jayla, hit the road, Jack. Or better yet, what they say, hit the road, bitch. Like, hit it for real. She gets into it with Ari. Her and Ari squabbles it out. Can't wait to see it. I like Ari. I really do. Ari is hilarious. She's so funny. I see why her and YG was friends. Like, I can only imagine them when they was together and how key they would be. Jaybiez, love it already. Like I said, my favorite part of this trailer was her being like, Savannah, I got you first. Spooky, you're next. That to me, just let me know we're about to be taking on a ride that we want to be on. Not only that, in the small reviews that I did do of them on bingo, every time Jaybiez is up there, it's a key. Now, mind you, I'm just kind of like, when are they going to bring Jaybiez in? Because Jaybiez been on the panels or on the bingo live since day one. Giving it to us since day one. So I was trying to figure out when were they going to, finally bring her up. But I can't wait to see her. Obviously, she comes after the other lady whose name I can't pronounce. Obviously, she comes after her, and she is a replacement, which I do like this. So I guess, the other lady is a replacement for Shyla, and then they probably get rid of somebody else, which I wonder who, don't know. But they probably get rid of somebody else, and then they bring Jaybiez. But, yeah, Jaybiez, to me, yeah, get that. And, also they had that big fight, that big scuffle in the club, too. So I can't wait to see the big scuffle as well. That's where Jaybiez is supposed to come in. Jaybiez is supposed to come in. I keep wanting to say bands. But that's where she come in, because she fights Savannah in the club. And then her and Kenzie get it. And she just started getting all of them after that. Seems as though Jaybiez drops Pookie. Drops her on the ground. And Persuasion needs that back fade. And it seems as though Persuasion gets worked as well. I don't have too much more to say about the trailer. It's Barbie telling security, let her get her camera time. She's feeling it. Background character. Feeling it. Jalani fights Joyce and falls. Now, Jalani, you was talking all about Michaela. And here you go, falling in every fade, too. It's giving maybe you got some of that Michaela sprinkled on your shoulder or something. Because you falling in every fade as well. Now, Jalani does come back and hit Joyce with a shoe. And it was the yeah. Can't wait to see it. This trailer, no lie, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I like this trailer more. We definitely needed this trailer from the beginning so we knew what we was going to get ourselves into. We definitely needed this trailer. Gotcha, bitch. It's so hilarious. But I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Bye.